Warning, the following show features stunts performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly,
TrailBuilt off-road.
The producers must insist that no one attempt to recreate or reenact any stunt or activity performed on this show.
One of the most dangerous parts about winching is when something fails on you. Whether it's a hook or it's a clevis or maybe even the snatch block or a strap, if something fails on you and all of that tension is built up in that steel cable or even that synthetic rope line, it's gonna come flying back at a whole bunch of force that could potentially take your head off. That's why you see me all dressed up with my gloves, albeit welding gloves, my jacket, and my hard hat, is because today we're gonna see what happens exactly when we break some of those winch lines. But instead of using the actual winch line to break that, we're gonna be using ratchet straps that are rated at multiple different types of weight ratings. We have 2,000 pound weight ratings. We have, I think one's 5,000 pounds, and I think one of them is actually 10,000 pounds. So we're gonna break those and see exactly how far that hook flies or what happens exactly. We're gonna be safe about it, but we're gonna have some fun. So you guys ready? Let's go. All right, so our first strap that we're gonna be using, guys, now this is a 2,000 pound rated ratchet strap. So we already have part of our configuration all set up. We have our Anthem Power Wagon set up over here as the winch vehicle. Now that one has the Warn Xeon 12,000 pound 12S for synthetic rope on that vehicle. So we have a tree saver wrapped around that tree there, along with a snatch block, and then our winch line is going to be running to this weak link. It's basically the 2,000 pound ratchet strap that we're hoping is going to break first instead of everything else. And then just over here we have our tree saver, which is a little bit bigger strap that we're going to hook on the other end of the ratchet strap too. And then, well, we're going to give her the berries and see exactly what happens. Now over here we have our cardboard Josh that's gonna possibly be the person in the danger zone. Shall they be in the danger zone? And if the hook actually hits them, we're gonna see exactly what happens. We're gonna do it without a winch rope blanket, and then we're gonna go ahead and put a weighted blanket on the winch line so that way it absorbs that energy and brings that winch line down to the ground like it's supposed to. But we're also gonna do it without it, just to see what can all happen. We're gonna be standing back over here by the Power Wagon, out of harm's way, out of what I like to refer to as the danger zone, just in case something does break in the direction that it goes flying even towards the Power Wagon, that we're gonna be plenty clear, not that we get injured or hit with some kind of flying object or anything like that. I mean, it's all right for me. I'm wearing my hard hat. I'm gonna be okay anyways, but these guys, we're really just caring about their safety. So I guess with that said, we're all ready to pull and see what happens. All right, bud. Well, I want to say I really appreciate you doing this for us. I understand the sacrifices, and I couldn't ask for a better person to really put themselves in harm's way. So, really appreciate it. All right, well, I was definitely not expecting that hook to go flying as hard and as fast as it did after that ratchet strap broke. That was impressive. Actually, it was a little bit scary because, I mean, all the winching I've done, I've never actually had something break, and to watch this weak point break and that hook go flying like it did, it was kind of scary to know that if somebody was standing in that danger zone, that they're gonna get seriously hurt, if not worse. So that first run was without a weighted blanket. Now this time we're gonna put this Warn weighted blanket on over the winch line, and what that's designed to do is obviously catch that energy from the ratchet strap breaking and then the weighted blanket is it's designed to bring it right down to the ground, kill that energy. So we'll go ahead and see if it actually does its job. All right, so one of the things that some guys say is you should put it closer to the hook, because as soon as that, whatever it is, breaks that you're winching, the weighted blanket would catch that hook right away and bring it down. Now, I'm gonna put it just a little bit away from the hook. I'm not exactly gonna put it right, Josh over there, he's just dancing around with the wind, but I'm not gonna put it exactly right in the middle. I am gonna put it a little bit closer to this end of the hook, just so that there isn't too much energy that builds up with that breaking of the ratchet strap before it hits the winch blanket. I kind of wanted the hook to catch the winch blanket right after it breaks, so if that makes sense. All right, so we'll go ahead and put it there and see what happens. Yeah, wow, look at this. So that didn't even go, the hook didn't even go flying all the way into Cardboard Josh here. It actually fell way short. So it really, actually the blanket really did its job and caught that hook and brought it to the ground. I don't even, there it is, buried under the leaves a little bit here. But yeah, before the hook actually went flying like all the way. Maybe not that hard, but pretty much. They went flying all the way like where behind Cardboard Josh is, compared to having the weighted blanket on it, it actually fell right here. So even a few feet short of its previous distance. So that makes a huge difference. That is definitely needed for any time anybody's going to be winching, is using a weighted blanket. Now, our next strap, these were rated at 2,000 pounds. Our next ones are rated at, I believe they're 5,000 pound weight rating capacity, so it's only going to get better from here. So this one's the 5,000 pound ratchet strap. So this one here, this is 5,000 pounds. It took a lot to break those 2,000 pound ones, and granted, so the weight ratings are always a lot lower than what the actual breaking strength or breaking rating is. So that 2,000 pound one might have been, I don't know, just guessing, maybe it's 5,000 pounds. So this one's a 5,000 pound rated strap. It's definitely a lot beefier. I'm gonna be really interested to see what's gonna happen here, but who knows? I mean, this one might even be rated at 10,000 pounds breaking strength. I'm not sure, but I mean, we're gonna put it to the test and see what happens. Now this time, we're not gonna have that weighted blanket on here, so that hook, that thing's gonna go zinging that way, and hopefully nothing happens. There's nothing over there, so if it does, it's either going to hit a tree or Cardboard Josh or whatever. I mean, that's about it. So it's going to be quite interesting, though. It's going to be pretty fun. Holy shit. Dude, you see that?
That was awesome.
That ripped Cardboard Josh in half. Holy shit. Wow. Damn, holy shit, look at this. It broke the hook. The strap didn't even break. It literally just broke the hook. Strap's this baby's still good. Could use this. Heck yeah. No point in throwing away a good strap. That's crazy. The lead for the hook. Holy shit. Ooh. Now imagine that's somebody's legs. I mean, that hook went flying. That was the worst I've ever seen it. That was crazy. I mean, that thing went zinging. right through, and it actually, that hook ended up all the way over here. Look at that. It went flying all the way over here. That thing would have just kept going. I mean, if the line would have been a lot longer, it would have just kept going. That's a hell of a projectile. This thing would break through your windshield, break through your body, break through your head. This would break through anything. That little hard hat I was wearing before, that wouldn't have done shit against this thing. That would have seriously killed somebody. Oh. All right, so now we got it re-hooked up with another 5,000-pound ratchet strap on here. The last one snapped. This hook went flying all the way past that tree, took out Cardboard Josh just above the knees. That mofo he's hurting. We're gonna have to get him hella chopped out of here. Is that even a word, hella chopped? We got the worn winch, the weighted blanket on here on this end again. Now we're gonna redo that test with the weighted blanket on here. See what happens this time, because man, last time without that weighted blanket on here with that 5,000-pound ratchet strap, that hook just went flying as fast and hard as it possibly could. Definitely would have killed somebody if that was a real person. So now let's see what that weighted blanket does and hopefully saves Cardboard Josh's life. Let's go. This is crazy. That hook went flying even with that worn weighted blanket on there. It's still, I mean, it zinged. Like, my opinion, I wouldn't even think that worn weighted blanket is heavy enough. Now, there is ways that you can add additional weight in here. That's what these little pockets are for. So if we thought that this wasn't heavy enough, we could always put more like rocks in there, for example, or maybe put some more clevises inside of there. Granted, the more weight you add to this weighted blanket, the more of a projectile you're gonna have. So I guess there's a balance there, but even still, I'd rather have more weight in here to help cushion that force of the hook coming at it than to not have enough weight on it and it goes flying and hits somebody or something. Use a weighted blanket when you're winching. Have something to draw that energy down, and just have common sense about it. You know, don't be playing with fate when you have some sort of projectile like this that could kill somebody. I think this is gonna be our last test. We now have a 10,000-pound weight-rated ratchet strap hooked up to the end of the hook here, hooked up to the tree, and 10,000 pounds breaking point. I gotta admit, it's gonna be kind of freaky. The last one that we had on there was 5,000 pounds, and man, when that thing broke, that sent that hook just flying, as you guys saw. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this 10,000-pound weight-rated ratchet strap on there, and let's say you don't have like that worn weighted blanket. What do you use? Well, it could be a hoodie, it could be a blanket, it can be a heavy jacket. You can even lay a log across the winch line to help catch that hook, as you know, if something did break, it would catch the hook and bring that energy and suck it up and, you know, throw it at the ground or whatever. But we do have this heavy jacket. Now this does feel about as heavy as that worn weighted blanket is, except because we're using a 10,000-pound ratchet strap, which, you know, let's just take a third of that. It's a third of 10,000 pounds is 3,300 pounds. Let's add that on to 10,000 pounds, and let's just say that braking strength is 13,300 pounds, right? Even at 13,000 braking pounds, that hook is gonna go flying beyond belief, and it's gonna be sketchy as all heck out here. So we just wanna play it safe. We're gonna do this one last time. We're gonna put a jacket on there in case you don't have anything else to use, and we're gonna weight the jacket down and really help and hope that it catches that hook and brings it to the ground right away and doesn't cause any serious damage. So let's go. All right, so I'm gonna put it on here like this so I can find some rocks or something like that, so I can throw a bunch of rocks in the pocket. Maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10 pounds worth of rocks for a walk just to find these. I'm also gonna tie the sleeves together on here, because the last thing I want to happen is that strap breaks and this goes flinging upwards like this and sends that jacket to the moon. We don't want that to happen either. So have to call Elon Musk and SpaceX, have him get our jacket back. I think we're all set up to try this 10,000 pound ratchet strap out. See what happens. All right, good to go. Wrap her up, guys. All right, well, that was quite the anticipation. We literally were individually, one by one, hitting the button on the winch remote and just like waiting for something to happen. It would just get tighter and tighter and tighter, and all of a sudden, bam, snapped, and the winch hook just went flying, but it didn't have as much velocity and it didn't go as hard and fast as it did without that winch blanket on there. Now, granted, this time we used the jacket, put some rocks in the pocket. It really did a good job at sucking down that energy and almost stopping it, and actually it did stop it before it even hit Cardboard Josh. So it did its job. It actually worked really well. It was quite scary for a minute there because, I mean, we're sitting in the Ram, we're tucked down, we're underneath, you know, where the eye level is for the dash, and all of a sudden we hear wham, big loud pop. The whole truck just shakes, and we look up and everything's on the ground, and we're like, all right, what happened, right? So what ended up happening is the hook pulled open. It literally just bent open the hook on this one end here, so it didn't even actually break the strap itself. So obviously on this 10,000 pound ratchet strap, it was the hook that was the weak point, but nonetheless that hook on the winch line still went flying. But again, the jacket brought it down. So quite the interesting test, quite the surreal sort of situation out here. You know, you never know what's going to happen. Granted, we took all the safety precautions that you could possibly take. We actually had a weighted winch blanket on the other side of the winch line to help prevent anything from hitting the truck. And of course, we were in the truck all tucked down. But the moral of the whole story is, guys, is that if you are going to winch, to always be prepared. Actually, like Warren's saying, be prepared, is, you know, be prepared for all types of situations. To put safety first, you know, make that a priority. Have your, you know, hooks set up the right way. Use your tree savers. Use the rated equipment that you're supposed to use. Make sure the equipment is in good condition. Check the straps and ropes for any kind of frays. Make sure that the rope is in good condition and not that it's all degraded by like UV rays. If it's not all discolored and everything like that. If it is, obviously you want to get it changed out, but it's really just important to make sure that all your equipment is in good working condition. Make sure you're out of the danger zone, anywhere away from the area where you're winching, just in case something does break. Also make sure that you're using the winch blankets. Make sure that the lines are weighted down, and just be overly cautious. Don't rush it. Take your time. You've got plenty of time. If people are waiting, let them wait. Just be safe about it. Who knows, could potentially save you and somebody else's life. So I think that was a pretty awesome test. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Keep in mind that you can find winches right on our website on TrailBuilt Off-Road. You can find them in the accessories store, either by typing in winch, or if you search by weight category, you can find them as well. But accessories page on TrailBuilt Off-Road, you can find them there. And guys, if you do have any additional information to add to our winching test here, anything else that would help prevent anybody from getting hurt, maybe some more safety tips, anything like that, definitely make sure and let us know in the comments below. And guys, as always, we appreciate all of you for watching and all of your support. I'm Josh from TrailBuilt, and we'll see you guys out on the trails. What the fuck?